What is going on, people? Welcome back. Johnny here, and we're going to pick up with the Dwarfs here momentarily. Thank you for the comments. You do not need the DLCs to play these mods. In fact, biotech and royalty require future tech, so they are not very well compatible if you're trying to score a medieval game situation. So no DLC for that. And you can try it. There's some mods that make those things, not biotech, but royalty, more medieval compatible. But otherwise, I would just avoid it because whatever. Dwarfs have their own royalty component. But anyways, kicking off back at the beginning here, there is the usual. Somebody sent us some goodies from space. The predators continue to slay the prey, thus providing us with additional meat. Turns out, you get these guys in a tiny enough space, and also I keep adding predators to the game, but I never had any prey animals, so maybe I should consider that as a part of these mods, huh? Either way, we didn't have any haulers at the hold for a long time due to the Caravan last episode, so they're still catching up with all the hauling tasks that are still pending. We do have a trader from the Ogres coming in. I want that meat brought in sooner rather than later, but otherwise I don't care too much. We're a little short on meat, but we have a million things to go and butcher. So with the trader, lots of stuff in and out. Also buy 3 new people, as you can see. Cragchest, Hammond, and Tedale, 2 dwarfs and a human. So that's pretty legit. They're not the best, but they're also not terrible by any means. So we'll take them on. We have the space. We do need some new bedrooms, which we'll get working on. A lot of butchering to do. Again, most of the cooks were too well occupied in the absence of most of the pawns here. So we're getting there, though. Still have to figure out why in the world no one is buying Empire clothing. I thought I had that fixed, but I'm not convinced at this point. We have blood in the middle of this cave for some reason. Quillin, Cave Bear, Ancient Chaos Spawn, and a Great Stag. How does that much blood end up there? We have all these potions as well, which we might as well use because they cost a lot of money. So we do have a marriage between Mac and I think it was Yida. Whatever. Either way, a new marriage is on. We have extra bedrooms here, so let's get those 2 assigned to a bed. Actually, Mac. Oh, you know what? Never mind. It was a breakup. So Mac needs his own bed. Jeez Louise, how terrible can it get? All right, we have a lot of smoothing left to do, but we'll cruise through that before too long. And otherwise, Gotrik and Yida are now in a relationship due to a love potion. So he's been waiting on Yida to get on the market for a good long while. So let's get them set up in the Thane's bedroom here. As you can see, he's happy as it gets about having a new lover. And she'll be content as well. That just leaves Mac kind of down in the dumps. Probably become rivals with Gotrik, if I know anything about this game. But maybe it's not that involved. I guess we'll find out, though. Well, we do have some abilities to heal at this point. I've improved Troll Guts as high as it gets, and that will cure permanent injuries. So there you go. We've cured a carcinoma. It's not going to stop him from imbibing additional tobacco, but that's okay. That's part of the game, right? We'll just let that roll. Now, what else do we have here? Kaza. No, there's Kaza. Eyeballing some gold for recreation as a dwarf will. Otherwise, we're over 5,000, 5,048 for gold. That's pretty legit, I must say. We're about a 20th of where I was hoping to be by the time we got overrun or just called it quits because it's gone on too long. Going to do some Empire stuff here. I do want to make some Empire housing eventually. Let's do Faith. And if we get any Faith pawns, then we can make additional Faith charms or artifacts. Peterson leveled up. I'm going to try Healing Light on Dakam, and stupid me forgot once again that'll cure scars, but not missing body parts. So how many times do I have to go through that? There's so many different spells. I think I've made probably, I don't know, 60, 80 spells. It's crazy. So can make healing potions though. Let's just put that on the list. We don't have proper materials yet, but it shouldn't be too terribly long before we do. So crafting skill 14 to make mechanical limbs. Thus far, I don't think we have anybody of that skill level. But I'm going to promote Yurik here to be a full-time crafter, and it shouldn't be too long with that burning passion before he is capable of doing that for us. So let's do that. We're going to make some more bedrooms as well. We keep taking on people. There's some visitors. Have some stuff to trade, so that'll be interesting as well. Not as interesting as another ogre slaver slash regular ogre trader, since they all have slaves, but whatever, it's fine. We have War. Chuck, I'm looking for who my best talker is here. And whatever. Looks like it's going to be War. I think actually Chaco. Oh no, did we? He had an injury that made him not the best for talking. He won't haul. What a frustrating situation. I had to buy a hat that I didn't really want because I didn't want to give them too much free money. So there you go. No, whatever. If we turn around and sell it, that's fine. If someone wears it, that's fine too. It's nobody's doing the butchering. That's a little frustrating. It's been a long time in coming. So there's an infestation at that point, but our trusty infestation thumper lures them into where they're supposed to go. I'm going to try it with one pawn. Let's see if we can handle an entire infestation with a single pawn. We got these Skaven by the short and curlies. I'm going to blast flame a few times, then we're going to skin out and close the door and lock it behind us and see what happens. So, there you go. It's not heating up too bad. 100 degrees, 116, 120. It's actually heating up really fast. So, let's make sure that door is going to close. So we should be good. He's going to try and shoot him. There we go. Let's just let it roll and see what happens, people. I'd say the infestation is going to be dealt with. We already lost the infestation thumper because that'll be destroyed right away every time. It doesn't much matter. Look, they've already escaped their confines, but they're not going to get to that second door. And temperatures are capping out at 1,000 Celsius. It's 1832 Fahrenheit, it looks like. I don't think we have much to worry about. I don't know if Gotrik wants to go and fight a mad boomalope melee style. It's probably a pretty piss poor idea. It does appear that it's injured, which is probably for the best. We have some magic we can throw at it. Pow! There you go. Take that, you son of a bitch. I tell you, mad animals in this game. One thing you could do is just leave these and harvest all the stone and steel that they keep crapping out. That's not a terrible idea, in all honesty. They also poop out pemmican periodically, and sadly in this situation it just burns right up, so it keeps the fire going. Forge Maker is a prisoner nearby. 21 tribes people. But we do have the magic ability to get out and do this kind of quest now. So I'm thinking, let's see, it's 1.1 day away, but with the magic, it'll be a simple jump over there and a jump back. So, and we have the magic points to instantly renew it, so we don't have to wait for it to be recastable. I think we're going to go for it with a minimum contingent here. That should be fine. So there's 21 people. We don't want to go super tiny on whom we bring with, but let's do it. Let's see what happens. I think we can handle that with little issue. So, and there's a trader here. Not much for us. We'll just sell some random crap that we have laying about. So why not? All right, there we go. Okay, it's way over to the right. There's actually 2 prison camps. We want the northern one. Tempted to drop in the center and just go balls out, but I'd like to have a little bit of sneakiness anyway. There we go. So they have made it over there already. Forge Maker. Just Slayer. He's naked. Where's our people? They haven't landed yet, I guess. The game has been paused, so... Yeah. Here's a downside of this. You have to manually pick up all this shit. So I'm going to have to force them to manually pick it up. But whatever. You guys don't have to watch that bit of boringness. The space looks really big, but it's actually not that sizable. There's just some real ruined stuff going on there. Look how fast Gotrik is. I suspect he's got one of those, some magic shoes on. Let's see if we can bash through here. If we can shoehorn them into this structure, we shouldn't have too many problems fighting them off. We have super strong armored dwarfs. So there we go. There's actually nothing in here. There's a wooden door. We can bash that out too. It won't let me claim it at this point since there's still a fair number of hostiles on the map, but it will let me bash it to... Oh, Interesting. I can't hold it open anyways. So we hold it open, or we smash it out, and then we set up for battle. Let's do it. Final trance. Can we turn somebody to gold here? That would be glorious. No, but we can use that same spell to blow someone's head up. Anybody that gets into us really gets our ass kicked fast. There's too many bow people here. And Resock's taking some mighty abuse. I'm going to have to get Resock and Raynor out of the damned way. Actually, Resock has gone down due to injuries. We're going to have to charge out. They're not coming to us. So I guess that leaves one thing. We have Hacken guarding the southern entrance here. We'll see how he does with that. I need to get into these bowmen and peel them in pretty freaking quick here. Our armor should keep our Thanes safe. Raynor, you gonna go for it, bud? What are you gonna do? I need to get Resock tended up here. We could bring him home, use a wand of resurrection on him, but I don't know if that's the best idea. I'm just gonna start attacking the nearest people here. Do have a right lung destroyed. Go get him, Hacking. Bam. We do have, even our lowliest dwarves have decent armor, so we should be able to deal with the extreme amount of incoming fire here. Can we go attack that fella? There you go. Go get him. Wham. These dwarven weapons. I don't know if it makes sense to combine forces. Chaco's getting his ass kicked over there. Chaco has gone down. And I think we got him. We need to get everybody tended up here. We need to go rescue Forge Maker, do some exploring, renew our spell, and then get our asses back home. That would be the best way to go. Get him. Gobi, you're down. We could maybe take some slaves. We need some human hearts, which we can occasionally buy on Caravan. There we go. Rescuee joins, Forge Makers in. That's 4 new pawns this episode. Go rescue Chaco. We need somebody to rescue Resock. Hacking, you look like a good guy for that job. Just get everybody tended. They're not going to get tended otherwise because we're not going back on Caravan. So what's this guy? He's an undergrounder. Stomach destroyed, death in 4 hours. It's just too much hassle. I might just strip these people and bring their clothing back with us. Doesn't make sense to take somebody hyper injured back when we don't have, like, there's nothing we can do about missing stomach. I don't even know how they eat. I don't know if I need a storage zone in order to be able to put stuff in my little ship to fly it away. So let's renew the spell. God, it's a good thing we have 800,000 magic points. Let's just get out of here. The longer we wait, better chance something shitty's going to happen. So let's just skin out. All right, load a launch group. Put everybody in. It's going to be immobile. Yeah, that's okay. They'll get it loaded up. It shouldn't take too long. What are we waiting on? There we are. Launch. Back home. We can actually land anywhere. I wonder what happens if you land on a passable mountain. I guess you probably can't, right? There they go. They're flying home. The other one exploded, left us a little warp stone. So we do have these potions. I accidentally picked them up instead of forcing people to use them, drink them. So I better do that. It was a major oversight. I left myself a note saying that wasn't working. Gotrik recreated the magic light in the repair room. I left myself a note saying that I thought those things were broken, but they weren't. I just accidentally clicked the wrong command. I'm going to do some exploding over here. Look at this. 64% grown, and we're almost 2/3 of the way through. So we should get a harvest of Devil Strand before it's over. We do need to send somebody in to destroy these. They should just come in and take care of it on their own, but you do have to be careful because one of those dudes with a blowtorch comes in. He's going to scorch everybody else. Those weapons need to be a little smarter. And how did this guy get caught on fire? I think somebody must have came in and blowtorched him. Rock Digger, no. You're our ogre, bro. I'd like to get a couple more ogres at this point, but I also like to make a ton of awesome Empire equipment, armor, and whatnot. Yeah, Trado went in there and flamed him. You can see I got Trado sitting on the sidelines now. I don't want anybody shooting in here. This seems like a really bad idea. So why don't we just melee these? They'll leave us some extra steel. There you go. Done deal. I decided to slaughter a good chunk of the cows. We have too many cows, and we don't have a lot of food, and it's the end of summer, so we should be able to feed a decent number, but I don't want them running out. It's at that point that a Jabber's Life shows up and decides to come inside. I'm I would just leave him alone, but he destroyed so many of my traps. I've had about enough of that. So we're going to see what we can do to acquire this Jabberslice tongue. Why not? We do have to pay the price. Maybe we'll get another awesome Chaos Magic user. I think I've had one of those in each of my playthroughs. So you get, for every 20 Jabberslice tongues you consume, you will end up getting one of those. All right, can we... There we go. He's gone down due to his wounds, so it's a non-issue. I'm going to keep building some sarcophagi for guests and for dwarfs at some point here along the way. The milk, they never pick the milk up. I don't like that they just constantly leave the milk laying around. Some ruins nearby that we don't really have to worry about. I should maybe check out the ruin quest, but whatever. Gotrik decides at that point that he's going to hold court. And it turns out great, which is pretty phenomenal because I think that's +8 for 8 days. Bam. Moods are already decent around here, so. Yeah. Okay, we did find a bunch of material in the wall when we were making new bedrooms, so we had to mine all that out, and we'll have to build some new walls back there as well. Otherwise, things are going pretty chill and relatively decent here for the moment. I can see, watch this, we have our blasting charges set up. So these are focused blasts. I don't want any bears to get blown up here. So there you go, they'll destroy Overhead Mountain. The reason I didn't do that last one is because these will only destroy Overhead Mountain if they're at the edge, if their yellow circle when they're placed is at the edge of Overhead Mountain. So had I fired that other one off, it wouldn't have done what I wanted it to. It would have just blown up. So you can see we're getting tons of block. There's other kinds of explosions as well you can do. Incendiary for defense. Look at that. We have a magic arm. Probably should give that to one of the humans since they can't have mechanical arms. We don't have enough juice for our thumper right now. And that's because our steam pipe was destroyed by the mining operations we're doing. We're going to put up some Empire houses so we can get the Empire people housed in a decent spot here. We got to wait for that to get built. There's the tomb is all done. I've got some nice wall lights in there, which I haven't gotten much use out of in this playthrough. We're almost done with all the smoothing that needs to happen too. So finally the entire enclosed area of the hold will be smooth and nice, minus these new bedrooms, but we'll get there before too long here. There we go. It's a done deal. So, and then if we need to move those doors back, we can do that and then just smooth the next area. 66%. Yeah, these babies should be harvestable. We're not going to get full harvests, I don't think, but we should do relatively well. And there's another giant smoothing job to do. Belt of Ardor is what makes this happen. There's a bed. We had an inspiration, and we ended up with an excellent bed, which not ideal. Maybe if I would have put it somewhere where there was more light, they would have had better success. But here we go. So now we're ready to blow this one up and get rid of the overhead mountain. I'm going to blast this mountain all the way back till we can build Empire houses in here. Some of our humans are not taking kindly to constantly being underground. So there you go. It's going to be a fair amount of resources to do it, but whatever. It's kind of fun to blow up the mountain, which the dwarves would typically consider sacrilege, no doubt. But anyway, moving right along. Let's see. This room is unbelievably impressive. There's our couch. I installed that mod and then only ever built one. It'd be nice if there was like TVs or something where they just sit around and recreate, but it's just not a thing. These walls get shot to bits. All right, it's at that point that a couple big batches of Skaven show up. We desperately need to get everybody closed off and inside. We can probably grudge throw these fuckers too and do some serious damage to them. So why not? And it's unbeknownst to me at this point, but we do have a couple people out there, or that go out there to do some hauling here. So it's not going to be terribly pretty through the rest of this. That one ended up hitting the mountain. They don't always hit, which I guess is fortunate. Otherwise it'd be a little too easy. I think I end up having 2 of them hit the mountain on the northern group of people here. The southern group gets bashed. We've built a masterwork sarcophagus. Nice. And we carry on. Yeah, what I should have done was lock those doors because people are going to start going outside for hauling. And that's not what I want. I need somewhere here to drop this bomb. I'd prefer not to destroy that tree, right? That old dead tree. I think that's what that is, because we could certainly use some queen bees when it grows to fruition. All right, making wart bill is done for whatever it's worth. I had way too many hops and not enough stuff to make dwarven beer, so I just made a bunch of regular beer. All right, well, those guys got their asses kicked, and they've buggered off the map. And here we go. Look at over there. Bamarsa and War have decided to charge out there. It's not going to go good. I suspect they're going to end up getting kidnapped here. And then, yeah, this is totally my fault for not locking the door. We did take on 4 new people, but we are going to lose 2 to kidnapping. I can guarantee it, because these dudes don't stand a chance otherwise. There we go. And War is down. Needs rescue. Bamarsa's running away. Yeah, they're going to kidnap who they can and leave. Can we please get over there? Lickety split. Oh. What are all these? Oh, yeah, that was a boomalope. So here comes Bamarsa. It looks like he might make it back if I don't. No. There's a Skaven wolf rat on his ass. And he's gone. War has been kidnapped. And Bamarsa is on the way too. It is a sick, sad day for the dwarfs. Ouch! 2 people down. I don't even get to put them in a sarcophagus, whatever. I don't get to put them into sarcophagi. They're not going to come in. There were so many messages flying around that I actually missed that and didn't catch what was going down, and then it was too late to deal with it. And then I was really sad. Let's finish these bastards off. We have a big mess to clean up. Probably some armor we can smelt at least. It's not all bad, but we did. I had to figure out what jobs those people, yeah, colonists lost -6. What jobs they were doing so that I can get those jobs replaced. The dwarven tomb's coming along nicely for whatever it's worth. Sad day. Sad, sad day. Maybe they'll give me a chance to ransom them at some point. I don't know. I don't think you typically get that, but maybe we will. Anyway, we're getting near the end here, so please leave a like if you're enjoying. Leave a comment. I do read them all. I do respond. I do work them in. So if you want to be in an episode, leave me a comment. I do appreciate you guys being with me today. I love you all, and I will see you next time.